And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your favorite improv duo, B&G Improv. Oh my God.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. We're back and live. Oh,
yeah, hi.
Your phone is
talking.
talking.
I'm gonna turn off my phone.
Laurel, do you agree to be less than 6 feet away from me?
Yeah.
Okay, ditto. Okay, we're good. Hey guys, so Friday Night Improv, this weekend, it's Father's Day. And we just want to say, before we get started, thank you to all the dads out there. You guys rock. You have experienced things that neither of us have or will ever experience.
Not at all.
Ever.
No.
So
right, exactly.
So tonight's show, we lovingly dedicate to all of you, and we hope you enjoy it.
Yeah. And having said that, so what we need from you guys, so get your little keyboards out there and give us a suggestion of maybe some fatherly advice you've got. Keep it clean. We don't need to know about the birds and the bees stuff that your dad told you. That's gross. And also you just don't want to see that via Zoom. So give us something, words of advice that your dad gave you. And just know that because right now everyone is learning and growing, we're going to do this new form.
Brand new.
It's brand new, and while you guys are typing, Jillian's going to tell you a little bit about so if you can do two things at once.
So we were thinking, we were like, all right, it's Father's Day.
Yeah.
What's something that Dad likes to do? Well, Dad, he works a lot. He helps raise the kids, brings home bacon, he fixes the cars, and those are things he does, but maybe not enjoys. Well, what he really enjoys though, he comes home. He sits down in his lazy boy or on the couch or whatever, and he loves enjoying watching film critics. Obviously.
Yep.
So out of all the things that he could be watching, the one thing that he loves the most are film critics. So tonight, we're going to be doing a brand new game form / style where Laurel and I will be playing film critics who are showing you snippets and scenes of these films that are based on the suggestions that you guys are giving us right now. We're going to show you a couple of different scenes from the films, have a little bit of commentary on them, but all in all, it should be a really, really, really fun time that Dad would especially enjoy. So I see the comments coming in. Yeah. Please keep commenting on them. If you are watching one of our satellite viewing parties,
watch party,
please be sure to click on the original link and comment in the original comment section, because we don't have any way of seeing your comments if you're watching this like on my page, on Laurel's page, on my actor page. If somebody's posted it in a group somewhere, we can't see those comments. So be sure to go to the original video and comment there. We've got a couple coming in. We need a couple more though, people.
Yeah, come on.
So
your dad told you stuff, right?
I mean, I think my dad told me stuff.
My dad told me stuff.
My dad told me stuff?
Yeah.
My dad told me stuff. These are good. Make your bed every day.
That's good.
Always win the fight.
Yep.
Have money in your pocket. Yep. Have cash in your pocket. I'm seeing a theme.
Don't wreck the car. Boy, I heard that. Don't wreck the car. That was
My dad's advice was if it's bigger than you and alive, don't ride it. It was mostly about like horses and like zoo animals or carnival animals. If it's bigger than you and alive, don't get on it. Also, don't ever use a trampoline. Also, don't ever go skiing. My dad's a doctor, so he saw a lot of injuries. That makes sense. Keep the gas tank half full.
Yeah. And I had a pony growing up because I'm a princess. And so my father said, because my pony wanted to eat grass and not be ridden, he said, you need to go back out there and get right back up on that horse. So I think that's kind of life advice. Get right back up on that horse.
All right, I'm gonna type in our choices.
Okay.
These are the ones that have come up.
Always win a fight. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
How do those sound, Laurel? You like those three?
Oh, yeah. Those
Okay.
are good.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please feel free to keep commenting.
Yeah.
Because we love using your comments as we're going through our show for further inspiration and influence on whatever it is that we're doing. But without further ado, B&G Improv presents Friday Night Improv for the dads.
Hello.
Good evening.
Welcome to the premiere theater. Actually, we don't want to just say theater, entertainment, movie theater. We mean all types of performance media critique show. And boy, tonight we have got a whole basket full of delicious existential pieces that we want to expand your mind and help you discover.
It's true. I am one of your hosts, Arnold Kensington IV, and this is my dear friend,
Dean.
We have been acclaimed by universities across the globe as renowned critics of not just influential films, but also documentaries, TV series, YouTubes, and the newest popular form of TikTok. We tonight will be examining 3 films that we believe encompass that patriarchal figure of the father. Our first film is an adaptation of a novel, Always Win the Fight, the true story of boxer Daniel Ibsen, a married name Essence, and his coach. I do believe his name was Chuck.
Yes, Chuck, the coach, the boxing coach. And for your viewing pleasure, and is something I really love. It's a YouTube series, and it was being pitched to Netflix, but was not picked up, unfortunately. It's called Have Cash in Your Pocket. Have Cash in Your Pocket. The story of a wannabe banker. Wannabe bankers. You don't hear a lot about banker strife, but it is real. And this YouTube series captures it in a raw, real way.
And then for the first time ever, because it's our first airing, but also the first time ever because we do not know any critics that have ever criticized this medium before, but we are taking a student film, not created by students, but created for students, actually specifically for a driver's ed class in rural Pennsylvania called Don't Wreck the Car, that follows
it's delightful,
the friendship and the coming of age of 2 young teens.
It's more than just a road trip show.
So we will get started by showing you a slice of each of these films.
Always Win the Fight. Ready for the fights?
Yeah, man. Yeah, coach. I'm ready. I've been training. I'm doing the 1-2-1-2 that you still taught me, and I think I'm ready. I'm ready.
I didn't want to bring it up, but I need you to win this one for me.
Well, I win all of them for you, Coach.
Now this one means a lot. I got a real bad rash. This year.
You gonna use the Arm and Hammer like the guy you had at Walgreens the other day?
No, this one's some sort of plaque psoriasis, and I got it bad. I may not make it, so I want you to win this one for me.
Chuck.
Don't touch me.
Oh.
You might get it.
Oh.
It's highly contagious.
Oh.
I didn't want to get in your head about it. You're fine. It's if you touch my arm.
Oh.
That's okay. I need you to win it for me. I may have to go into hiding. People don't want to look at a monster.
Coach, if anyone's the monster, it's me.
No. You're my champion. You gotta do this. You gotta do it for me. Right, so get out there. Taped up.
I'm gonna win this one for you, Coach. I'm gonna win it.
All right. Oh, stand back. Attention.
Yes, that's true. Your mortgage was denied, but that doesn't mean that you will never be able to own a house ever again. We're just saying you can't own a house with Banker's Gold Unlimited. Okay, but you have a nice day.
Tamara.
Yes, Mr. Collins?
I know you're new.
I am.
The way you handled that customer needs a little work.
Oh, Mr. Collins, I'm so sorry. I thought I followed the training protocol that you gave me and all of that great advice that you've given me over the past few days. But I understand. I don't always understand.
Tamara, I just don't think banking is right for you.
Oh, Mr. Collins, please don't fire me. I may not be a very good teller. I can't tell people things that they don't want to hear. It really does affect me. I have a problem with it, but Mr. Collins, please, you can't fire me.
Listen, I'll give you one more chance. One more chance. After that, gotta hit the bricks.
You're a very fair man, Mr. Collins.
I try to be fair.
And
Man,
oh my God, are you so excited about this road trip?
I can't even. I mean, we're just driving to Harrisburg from Hershey.
I know. I'm gonna go on all those roller coasters. I'm gonna get one of them big. We're gonna go for that big Hershey kiss that spins around, and then we're gonna drive. I only got my license yesterday, but I feel that after going through our road and safety course, part 1, that I know what I'm gonna be doing in this car.
I do too. I'm gonna be wearing a seatbelt.
I'm gonna use my blinker,
I'm gonna turn on my lights, not bright.
and I'm gonna check both ways before I make a lane change.
And I'm gonna remind him to adjust his rearview mirror.
Because safety is cool.
What
Riveting.
a delicious bite
Absolutely.
of each film.
I love it. You can already see the relationship that is building, not just between the characters themselves, but the characters and the camera, the characters and the audience, the characters and even the lighting fixtures that they were using at the time.
Same lighting throughout the whole thing.
Every single time, every single scene.
Yes, Arnold. Yes, it's astounding how well lit these things are. So well lit.
And like a light, the developing relationship seems to beam and grow either brighter or dimmer,
Oh,
depending upon what is happening with the conflict. So without further ado, let us take a look at another clip from each of these various recorded medias to see what happens to the character light.
Oh.
son.
Oh, Coach. Coach, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I threw my left, I threw my right, I ducked, I bobbed, I weaved, I moved forward, I moved back, I did a little shuffle, I did a little slide, and that guy, Crazy Eyes McGee, he pummeled me, Coach. He pummeled me like I've never known. It wasn't just a physical beating. It was like he was tearing me apart from the inside out. Like he could see all my weaknesses, all of my concerns and fears, and he was just preying on them. And I had no defense for that, Coach.
I think I got in your head.
No, Coach, no, you can't blame yourself. You're fighting your own fight right now.
I'm fighting
You gotta
mine.
be strong.
Well, while you were fighting, got a call from my doctor.
Yeah.
I've got an eyelid issue.
Oh,
They're gonna have to amputate them.
amputate
I'm
your
only-
eyelids?
I know it sounds terrible. They've got a way to do it. I didn't understand it because I was trying to watch the fight and listen. I don't get it. Anyway, next week, you're fighting that clown. What's his name? Smacky.
Smacky McScabbers.
Yeah. Smacky McScabbers. You gotta take him down for me. And my eyelids.
Coach,
And my plaque psoriasis. And I'm not trying to pile you up with a bunch of stuff to get in your head. But I am not well. Oh boy.
Coach, if I win, will you get to keep your eyelids?
No,
If I win, will your plaque psoriasis go away?
I don't think so.
Then what good is my winning, Coach?
Because it'll feel good in my heart. And I'll know that I did something before my eyelids were gone and I itched myself to death.
Coach, I never knew you had a heart.
Me either, son. Me either.
And yes, this is where we file the papers. And so you pull out the drawer and you put the papers in, but you put them in an alphabetical order. You don't just willy-nilly put the papers wherever you want, Deborah, because you think that that's where they go, because that's not where they go. Okay, well, I think that's all the time we have. Go ahead, take a 10-minute lunch. We've got some Diet Coke in the back that you are not welcome to, so please don't drink it. Okay, yeah.
Tamara,
Oh, hello, Mr. Collins.
you are now the branch manager.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Collins. I really appreciated the opportunities.
I think you need help with your leadership.
Oh,
Clearly that woman is absolutely beautiful.
yes, she is, Mr. Collins. You're absolutely right.
And I think it's okay if she has a Coca-Cola if she wants.
Oh, I see. You know, Mr. Collins, you put me in this leadership position, but I don't always know how to differentiate between the people I'm supposed to lead and the people I'm supposed to let kind of do whatever they want, no matter what I tell them. So I do apologize, Mr. Collins, for that.
Tamara, it's very easy. The hot people can do whatever they want in this bank.
Oh,
Not you, of course. I can't because I am the bank.
Oh, Mr. Collins.
So I'm going to have you hit the bricks.
Oh no, Mr. Collins, please. I just need a little cash in my pocket, and I swear I can turn things around. I can be the leader that you need that lets the hot people do what they want, but I also can tell people the things they need to do, even though it makes me uncomfortable. I can be the young branch manager that you believe in me to be if you just give me a chance.
All right. Here's a 5.
A 5.
Impress me, or it's the bricks.
Mr. Collins, I won't let you down.
Dude, I'm so glad that we safely made it here to Hershey.
I love Hershey, man. And you know what made this even more fun?
The corn dog, I mean.
That's right. Also, because we went 5 miles an hour under the speed limit. No need to rush a good time. Am I right?
You're right. You don't want to get over, you don't want to overtake people, man. You want to be overtaken.
You know, man, I was tempted by that carny back there to have a couple of beers. I know I'm underage. This is not okay. But I have to tell you that I gave into temptation and I had a sip of those beers. Do you think it's okay for me to drive now?
No,
No.
I need to drive. I'm going to toss this corn dog, because it's biodegradable, into the ground where it'll biodegrade. So there's a recycling message and a safety message. I'm going to drive you and me back to Harrisburg. But wait,
What?
my license is expired.
Oh, no. Well, can I just give you my license?
It's big.
It's very big.
What do we do?
Turn cassette over.
Well,
These films
Riveting.
are heating up, if I do say so myself. I do appreciate the
yes,
the juxtaposition of the fight that the fighter has to overcome for his coach, and then the fight that the coach has to endure with his medical ailments and his desire to feel fulfilled through his young protege, but not wanting to, that struggle of not wanting to put his burdens upon him. I think it's
quite a
wonderful,
battle. It's
wonderful.
a battle royale.
It is
quite
it
a
really
war,
is.
if you think about it. But don't we all go through wars? And I think that's the appeal, is that, fathers, they like to fight.
Yes.
I guess they do. My father did not. But that's a whole little league situation that,
of course,
that's for another time.
Of course.
But yes, the fighting and the violence of the battle within, and the fighting of the battle of that fight for, like, literal fighting.
Yes.
Is such a great. It's so. Gosh, it speaks to all of us, and I think it's very human story.
Universal.
It's universal, yes. If there is alien
they
life
would
out
know.
in the universe, but
They
it is
would.
very human. It's very much about a human existence right now. Yes.
And then the have pocket money.
Oh yes,
pocket
money. Oh, Tamara.
Tamara, she is struggling.
She is.
You can see she really wants to impress her boss. That
Yes.
he is a person that she looks up to, and she wants to step into that role. But does she have what it takes?
Yes, I don't know. It doesn't look like it, but I don't know how to bank. So
Oh,
I'm not
neither do
sure.
I.
Well, it's one of our four flaws. Just one.
Just one.
Anyway, yes, but I think Tamra is going to win the fight, whereas in our first one, it seems like no one is winning, and that the obstacles just keep piling on for each person in that first thing. The always win the fight, but yes, with the second one, I don't know. I think Tamara might succeed if she plays the game of letting hot people do what they want.
It's true. It's true. And then we have our two young pubescent boys at the carnival having a good time. And I love the metaphor that you can see beneath these scenes in this student aimed film where like Adam and Eve, young did I catch his name? Did he have a name? The driver.
I don't think driver
And passenger.
I don't think they had names because none of us in the bigger picture have names.
It's true. But like Eve, driver has accepted the temptation of the beers. And like Eve, he is now giving over to passenger the temptation of using his fake driver's license. And it is whether or not the wisdom and the guidance and the knowledge of the forefathers, the ancestors, if it will guide these young men on the path of righteousness, or if they will cast themselves out of the Garden of Eden, like Adam and Eve, and find themselves on the desolate path through the desert.
I'm dying to know what happened after they flipped the cassette.
Yes. Well, let's find out, shall we?
Hey, Sam.
Oh, hey, Coach. I'm real sorry.
It's okay.
I really thought that I had that guy with Scabbers. But he, Coach, he used some illegal moves on me. I've never encountered it before. He broke both my arms, Coach. He broke both my arms, Coach.
Well, you broke my heart.
Coach, you gotta know I tried my hardest. You gotta know that all I ever wanted to do in life was fight for you.
I don't know why. I don't know.
'Cause, Coach, you're the only man I've ever had in my life.
Oh, God.
And I thought, if I fight for you, then maybe I'd become like you. And then I could have my own fighter someday. He'd want to look up to me and be like me. And then he'd want to be me, and then he'd be me, and then he'd have his own fighter. And then he'd think that, well, this fighter's going to be like me someday. And then that fighter would have his own fighter, and he'd have his own fighter, and so on and so forth. And we'd have a whole legacy.
Oh, boy. Well, that just makes what I have to tell you even harder.
What is it?
Well, actually, I have two things to tell you. One is I'm your dad. Two, I've got some bad varicose veins on my legs. I'm going to have to take my leg. Just one leg, because that'll clear up the other leg. I don't know. The doctor was talking to me while I was trying to watch the fight. I don't understand how it works. But I need to go away for a long time to get my eyelids, my plaque psoriasis, and my varicose veins taken care of. And I'm not going to be able to be the dad you need me to be. And it makes me sad.
I'm sad too. But you want to know why? It's not because
Why?
I let you down. It's not because you never told me you were my father. It's not even because you're dying of plaque psoriasis, amputated eyelids, and varicose veins.
Oh, don't talk about it.
Coach, the reason why I'm sad, and it's not even because my arms are broken. I'm only sad because I can now see my father, and for the first time, I can hug my father. But both of my arms are broken.
Change. 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 Change.
Tamara,
Mr. Collins, what are you doing on this street?
Tamara, I misappropriated funds and I was asked to hit the bricks.
No.
So it looks like the student has become the teacher. I know nothing about panhandling or busking. I brought a ukulele, but I do not know how to play it. And I am divorced now, and I live in a refrigerator box.
Mr. Collins,
Yes.
I just want to tell you, things may look bleak right now, but you have more than what most of us brickheaders have. You have a ukulele. You have a means for enticing people for change. You are free of marital ties. You do not have to support anyone but yourself. And you have a refrigerator box. Most brickheaders can't say the same. So, Mr. Collins, I don't want you to think of yourself as a potential failure. I want you to think of yourself as a potential success.
Tamara, thank you. I'm going to go get my ukulele and learn how to play it so that I may busk. And I would love to share this corner with you, and we can split our profits.
I would be honored, Mr. Collins.
Man, I'm so glad that we decided not to let you have my license.
Me too.
I think that would have been a really dumb idea.
For sure.
You know, I'm still a little worried though, because I did have sips of those beers, which I shouldn't have had because I'm underage. But you know, I feel fine.
Well, you know what you could do, man?
What?
Is we can sue the carnival if you get into any trouble for serving underage persons.
I like where your head's at, man. Who needs college when you can sue a company?
Exactly. That's how I'm planning to get rich.
Uh-oh, we're about to go into the hills of Pennsylvania.
Oh.
This road is getting really curvy.
Whoa!
Crash sounds, crash sounds, crash sounds, crash sounds. And back to real time. Kids, don't let this happen to you. When your friends take you out and tempt you with underage drinking, marijuana, or other influential drugs, don't say yes, say no, and keep the roads of Pennsylvania safe.
Can you help me out of my seatbelt? I will get you a handkerchief.
Thank you.
There you go. Tragedy and accidents.
And yet,
yes,
hope.
hope as well. Yes, hope.
I mean, there was that fighter
found his father only to have his arms broken. So he couldn't
give him a hug.
a hug.
I'm not a hugger, so that did not affect me that much.
It makes me think
Okay.
of all of those times
Yes.
when you can have that emotional connection, even the physical connection
Mhm.
with your father,
Yes.
and you choose not to. And at the moment that you need it the most, it's too late. So I think the moral of that story is go and give your dad a hug.
Exactly. That's I took that from it. I did not get as stirred up by that one as I did for have cash in your pocket.
Oh, Tamra.
I loved how the tables turned.
Completely.
Turned
180.
180. Tamara learned a lot. And the fact that she was able to provide that wisdom and leadership to her former boss was transformative. I mean, we all can be our own manager and inspire others and give them hope as well.
It's true.
We just, as long, don't, if you have a boss who's misappropriating funds, don't be afraid to hit the bricks, because eventually they too will be on the streets. Karma, maybe that's a karma kind of thing, like what goes around comes around.
It's true. It's true.
Yes.
And then, speaking of going around.
Yes, going around the bend.
Poor young fellas that got in the car. They avoided one temptation and yet fell victim to drivers' indulgence. And
they were in a catch-22.
They were.
Essentially. I mean, if they had been pulled over, whoever was driving was going to get them into trouble. So I guess maybe the moral of that story is it's a good thing that they crashed.
Possible, very, very possible.
Karmic thing again.
I agree. I was going to go with karma, in that it always follows you around, no matter where you're going. Also, I want our young viewers that are very confused and distressed by that video to remember that it was created back in the early 90s.
Yes.
That was the time period before we had our mobile devices, and the Uber and Lyft apps were not available. So they did not have an option to call somebody to drive them to wherever they were going.
No, they were not. And that also explains that very terrible soundtrack that was playing underneath. It was a Nirvana cover band called Naked Baby,
which was in fact the cassette tape that you then had to flip over to hear the other.
They left that in. They didn't edit that out. That was the cassette.
Yes.
Let's the cassette over now. So, yes.
Well, thank you very, very much for joining us for another rousing critique of films, documentaries, TV series, YouTube series, and other recorded media. I am your host, Arnold Kensington IV.
And I am Dean.
Thank you, and good night. Well, that just happened.
I hope you thought some of it was funny.
I was entered. There were a couple of times I broke.
Yeah,
I thought it was funny.
I always break.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you for sticking with us this whole time. We know it was a bit of a shorter show, but that's okay. Again, happy Father's Day to all of the dads out there. Out there. Oh Lord, out there.
You are from Pennsylvania. Out there.
Downtown. Thank you for your words of wisdom and advice that have guided us, that have made us the strong fighters that we are, the leaders that we are, and have kept us safe through life's various temptations and turmoils.
Yes. Thank you so much, everyone, again, for tuning in. we are going to be taking a break on July 3rd, right?
We'll be taking a break from our live stream shows. We're hoping to have another Patty Sisters installment for you guys.
They
So-
can't, they love the film.
Love
They love
it.
being filmed.
If you guys have any suggestions or a particular tutorial or activity that you would like to see the Patty Sisters
Let us
do,
know.
please comment, send us a message, let us know. We're always open to suggestions, as you know. But that's it for tonight. So everyone have a great weekend.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Mwah, mwah.
Bye.